somewhat annoyingly, I have just done a wonderfully long video about all the reasons that we do and don't like change, only for the USB thing and the card in the camera to go, I'm full and don't want to know. Bollocks! Oh, so annoying. Hello and welcome to the no longer really specifically into absolutely anything as long as it's sci-fi, then it'll do, not Transformers guys anymore. I quite like it. It's a good move on. It's a good sort of addition to the way things could be. In the previous video I sat there and went on about this, that and the other and stuff, and to be honest with you now I've completely lost interest in it because it seems on Wednesday nights my goddamn YouTube still won't record straight from my webcam, which is driving me insane. Mr. Pikachu says that it's because YouTube hates us. I think he might actually be correct in that. I think realistically we've been talking this week about new and not old. The problem is people love old because people don't like change. Change is scary. Change is something that people don't, as a rule, embrace. We kind of run away from it and hate it and want it to die in a fire. Unfortunately, without change, everything is old. And if everything is old, then there has to become a point where old stops being old and starts becoming obsolete. Old is only good when you have stuff like Logan's Run, the film Logan's Run. It's just so out of date, it's unbelievable, but it's still in many ways fantastic. Old Battlestar Galactica from the 80s is still fantastic. A-Team is fantastic. Airwolf is fantastic. The film Blue Thunder is incredible. It's all old. It's all out of date. It's all of a different time. New Battlestar is fantastic. The new A-Team movie I really enjoyed. The new Transformers movies, okay, they're not exactly ever going to be up there with Shakespeare and Black Swan and, you know, it's never going to be the Shawshank Redemption, but at the same time it's a film about giant fighting robots for people who like films about giant fighting robots. It's a film for 8 to 14-year-old children. It's not our demographic anymore. And to use my favourite vernacular, because obviously I am a bit Trek-centric recently, the new Trek movie, bearing in mind there's going to be another new Trek movie, which people seem to be all excited about and dismayed about at the same time. The new Trek movie's really, really good. And I think the reason for that is because when people hear that I like Star Trek, especially at work, because loads of people have found out about my YouTube channel recently, and work's fucking... oh, it's a tough place to be at the moment because I'm a bit on YouTube and people are seeing that because obviously I'm sensible work Dave during the day. But they also, oh, I really like that new Star Wars movie. It was really good. Star Trek even movie. It was really good. And yes, it is really good. But you've got to remember that the people that are liking this now aren't nerds. They're not sci-fi centric people. They're people who just want to sit and be entertained for hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever it may be. And the new Star Trek film did that. I hate the JJ prize. It absolutely should die in a fire, and I think if you are actually really a Star Trek fan, the JJ prize needs to just stop existing, stop being a thing at all. It's horrible. But the cast, the plot, the outfits, the story, the production was stupendous. It's just very, very good. It's a really good, entertaining, fast-paced story that kind of explains itself as it goes instead of just tripping over itself as time goes by, hoping that people don't notice the gigantic plot holes in it. We have to move on. I like rehashes. I just think that they need to be done carefully by people who care, and not necessarily just by people who've got the biggest amount of money. And before everyone sits there and goes on the Bay slate, Bay makes really good action films. It just doesn't make really good films. I'll be honest with you, if you are the kind of Transformers fan that sits there and craves really incredibly good story and fiction that contains Transformers, thought-provoking stuff that shows the contextual intricacies of their relationships, comic books, just as good. I like Prime, it's very good. But you're never going to see that in the movies. You're never going to see that in mainstream fiction for cartoons and stuff like that. Not for TV, not for a visual audience. Because it's not there. Because your audience just isn't there. If you need to grasp your subsection of the world for long enough to watch your film, you have to make it a broad enough horizon for everyone to sit there and enjoy it. So, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, fucking fight at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Astounding. I mean, just mind-bendingly good. You can't sit there and have Luke and Darth Vader fighting in that big tunnel thing in the Death Star forever. You can't have it. Just can't. You need the new to appreciate the old. The old gave birth to the new, and without the new, then we're just stuck in a rut. I don't want to be stuck in a science fiction rut. I want to move on and enjoy. I want to be entertained by new stories, and the only way to do that is to have new stories and new characters, new plot devices, new ideas, new thinking, new directors, new spaceships and uniforms and people. You can't sit there going, he raped my childhood because your childhood was 20 fucking years ago. Off the soapbox, Wednesday night. Finding it very difficult during the Wednesday night thing because I've got to get home, do it, record it, upload it, pray that my stupid memory card doesn't run out of space, and then have to redo it all again. I'm going for some dinner. I love you all. Big up your bad selves. And I think we need to have an idea on some... in fact, I implore you all to send me a message on my Facebook or my... no, do me a PM on my YouTube channel, SMS number 1, with ideas for topics for the week, for the forthcoming future. And we'll take it from there. Go on, I've got dinner.